Hey everybody, my name is Sam.
And I'm Angela, and we're Green Acre Homestead.
Welcome home from work.
Thank you.
Time to do some more work.
I much prefer this work.
That's the way we roll. We're always working, aren't we?
Seems like it.
It's fun. We enjoy it. I mean, nobody's out here forcing us to do this. This is apparently what we like to do.
Yes. Well, today we are going to be moving the watermelon out of the greenhouse. They don't seem to like it that much in the greenhouse.
I think they like it all right. I just think they're growing slower, or we are watching them a lot closer than we ever have, so we think they're growing slow. They show signs of health. They show signs of growth.
Just not much.
Just not much.
So we have a spot that we are going to lay down some landscape fabric, just because it's in an area that's kind of hard to mow or weedy or both. So we're going to put down landscape fabric, and then we can put the containers on top of it, and probably add more containers.
Yeah. So our idea for this is to move the wicking beds out here and then allow the garden fence we have to actually become the watermelon trellis. We're going to kind of train the vines and clip them along the fence, and whenever the melons actually show up and are getting ready to do their thing, then we'll make
Hammocks.
yeah, melon hammocks. I don't know how else to say it, but that's exactly what we're going to do. So yeah, we'll do that. Got some other stuff to show you. You've been working on a pretty awesome project that's totally for you.
Just me.
I want to share that with everybody. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. I really enjoy it. She's done some really nice stuff here. I'll quit talking because I'm about to get away. So yeah, what do you say?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we had to start out by cleaning up the area. We had some of the cinder blocks kind of sitting there and some 5-gallon buckets with dirt in it that all needed to come out so we could mow or weed eat, whichever we decided to do, and then lay out our landscape fabric. We went ahead and rolled it out, and now I just need to put in some landscape pins to hold it in place and cut it to length. Alright, so I was informed that these are indeed called staples, not pins. What?
Is that going to make the cut?
Oh, come on.
I don't want to sound like a jerk.
You're not sounding like a jerk. Okay, so these are the landscape staples. I think we got them for like 10 cents a piece at our local feed and seed store, which was cheaper than your box store, which was nice. So we're going to put these every couple of feet just to hold it all down, keep it tacked down, no peeling up or getting eaten by the lawnmower whenever it gets close.
I've never done that before. What are you talking about?
Yeah, really. Well, that wasn't too bad. I think it's going to be a lot easier compared to what I'm about to make Sam do.
Welcome to the greenhouse. I've been working in here today doing some rearranging of our tomatoes. They were previously on this back wall. I moved them to that wall so they're going to get maximum sun. So I've got a dolly here, and I'm going to hopefully move these containers of these watermelon plants easily, without problems, from the greenhouse out there to the garden. That sucker's heavy! Okay, let's roll! Right here?
Yeah. So, did you water those today?
Yep. I did, actually. I filled them up. Son. That's all this is water weight. Kind of like me. Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm not going to get on the downhill side because you'll run over me.
Over, I will run you.
Oh.
I'm wild and crazy now. I've already done one.
I don't have OSHA approved shoes on.
You never do. Surprised you weren't push mowing running a chipper with your flip flops. Watermelons are in place and they're looking good. They're spaced about 6 feet apart from each other as far as the containers, and each container has 2 watermelon plants apiece. We're growing 2 varieties of watermelon this year. We have Black Diamond and Icebox. First time growing these species to my knowledge. Of course, then again, I forget stuff. First time growing it?
Yep.
First time growing it this year, confirmed. So we're eager to see how well they do, how well they trellis, and out here they're gonna have their best chance. Plus now they're out of my way so I can put more cool stuff in the greenhouse. Not that these guys aren't cool, they're just, you know, watermelon. Okay, that's it for watermelon, but someone is over here waiting. She has something to show you guys. Several of you have asked, how's the peas doing? What about them peas? Still doing the peas? Did the peas die? Let's go check it out.
So I decided to use a Hordenova trellis for my peas. I did use about a 3-foot step-in post to hold it up because I think a T-post kind of would have been overkill for these. These peas are only supposed to get about 30 inches tall, so I didn't have to worry about needing a 5-foot trellis for them to go all the way up. I did put these in about 2 days ago, or the trellis, so they've not really started to climb on it much. I'm trying to train them, you know, kind of weave them through to help them learn to climb up. They are growing great so far. It doesn't look like they've been getting too hot. There's no burn marks, and thank the Lord, there's no pests so far. We have been putting neem oil on them, but with as much rain as we've gotten, it's kind of been hard to keep on top of. So we have discovered that we have a few volunteers in the garden, tomatoes mainly, and we are definitely going to keep them. They look to be disease-free, which is awesome. So we have already staked them up so they don't fall over, and they already have blossoms on them. So yay! We have our cucumbers here. We have like 4 different varieties we're trying. You might have seen where we planted the seeds. We just kind of wanted to see how each variety did, so we did like 2 apiece. We have them in a small section right here, and I think I planted them a little bit too close together. They're interweaving quite a lot right now, but the Hordenova trellis is holding up really well and seems to be the perfect size to be able to weave the vines through. So in the rest of the cucumber bed, we have squash right here and some golden zucchini at the end. They are doing pretty well right now. We've had a few pests on them. We've started seeing some Japanese beetles and Mexican bean beetles. We do have some traps coming for the Japanese beetles, and so far the Mexican bean beetles we've just been picking off and squishing. We did a video last year of some Japanese beetle traps, kind of doing a review of them, and they actually did really well. So Sam has already ordered us some more. I think there'll be a link below of the ones we used that worked great. So in this bed right here, we have 4 zucchini that are very healthy. There's 2 different varieties. I couldn't tell you which one. I think one is a spineless beauty. I'm not sure on the other.
Pascola.
A Pascola.
I can read it from here.
And usually we like to grow our zucchini vertically with some sort of trellis or stake or something. We do plan on doing that this year. We just kind of hadn't decided which one. They're not really to the point of needing that yet, but probably in the next week we will have to. And then in the last bed right here is our birdhouse gourd. This is actually from the seeds that I saved from last year, and I'm hoping to do some sort of archway or something so they can kind of grow up and over and not out, because they do get really large. We did a video a couple of weeks, maybe a month or 2 back, on planting onion sets, and this is how they're doing now. They are about 2 feet tall. They did start bolting probably about a month ago, and which I have read is due to stress, which would have been the heat here. So it was recommended to cut off, snap off the bloom before it blooms out, and it can stop the bulb at the end from splitting. It stopped most of them. Some of them did split into 2 and even 3, but they seem to be growing out more than up now. We do have some starting to form a bulb, probably about that big around, and they look really healthy.
I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my tomatoes for you guys, and to be honest, I like these. I'm proud of them. My favorite ones so far are the summer pick and the brickyard tomatoes. They are doing wonderfully well. They've got really thick stalks, as thick as your pinky, index finger, I guess depending on how big your sausage fingers might be, like mine, but they're doing great. They are happy, healthy, and love these wicking beds that I built. If you haven't seen that video, there'll be a link somewhere. I'll put it somewhere, I'm sure. Go check it out. It's really cool to build these beds. They are not using but maybe 2 cups of water in a day, and that's 3, sometimes 4 tomato plants. So really awesome. Earlier today I did move all the tomatoes over to this wall of the greenhouse, and that's because this gets the most sun, and it's also closer to the airflow, and I just like this area better for the tomatoes. I'm still going to figure out my trellising system, which is either going to be strings or more of the Hortonova trellis. It will be suspended from the roof and come down, and I'll allow these to grow up. These are determinate species, so they're not going to go crazy, but they still need support, and that's what I'm going to do. So that'll be a separate video. If you're interested in that, look out for it. Angela's filling up the plant food, and I literally said, ooh, ooh, ooh. You get to use the rainwater system.
Are you a monkey?
I am, an ape. So the video just posted today, to give you a little context of how the world relates with YouTube, of this rainwater harvest system being done. We have had a lot of rain since then, and no, now I think about it, I didn't get out here and giggle in the rain because I wasn't home when it happened, or we were asleep.
I was up here in the rain.
Did you giggle?
I didn't giggle.
Did you high five?
I was really wet.
She got
I did
stuck.
hear the water coming in the barrels though, so I
right.
thought Sam made it, and it works.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised.
I was about to say. So, hey, let's fill up this jug for plant food with this rainwater barrel. Isn't it amazing?
It's pretty amazing.
It's also a little bit slow, isn't it?
That's all right. Now time to water some of my plants.
So we're walking down from the garden, as you can see, garden back up there, and we're going to go see something Angel's been working on for a couple of weeks that is really, really cool, and it is totally her space and a fulfillment of, hang on, let me not,
Careful.
yeah, I got my word, I'm gonna step on them. This is a fulfillment of, I don't say it's a promise, but something that we said we would do.
Did you?
I think so. Anyway, check it out.
So I have never really had a flower garden. We've always done vegetables or ornamental vegetables like gourds. So I decided to use some space that was not really used to make myself a garden. So this is my little flower garden. I'm hoping to add on to it later. But I got some of my favorite flowers, the ones that I wanted in here. Butterfly bush, I love the smell of it, and it does really bring the butterflies. Foxglove, echinacea or coneflower. I have some veronica, some delphinium that's a beautiful blue. And then I have a large comfrey plant behind me that I got it as a seedling last year, and it like exploded this year. It was huge. So I've never grown it before, but it has beautiful flowers that comes off of it. So I'm hoping that it will thrive where it's at. So I don't know if anybody has heard me say it before, but sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. So I did plant some in the bottom, and then on up where we decided to terrace the area because it was going to be too steep. I did also get some small lavender plants as well as daylilies. I'm hoping that this garden will continue to grow. I did try to get all perennial plants so that I don't have to replant everything every year. I'm really thrilled with how it looks, but I am just getting started and plan to add much more. So one thing we haven't mentioned, I don't think he's mentioned.
No, it's kind of hidden in the last video. Some people caught it, but a lot of people hadn't said anything yet.
Did you get something?
I did, but you told me I could.
Not directly.
It's not a dump truck, Rico. If you're thinking, no, I didn't get another dump truck. If those of you who don't know what that story's about, go look on our channel. There was a time that, well, let's just say dump truck, surprise, and we'll leave it at that.
So what did you get?
I got a drone, or a video aerial drone. I think most people know what a drone is. So it enables me to take some pretty cool aerial shots, which is neat and fancy.
Okay, so it's really a boy toy.
Well, yeah.
So.
But you were cool with it too.
Yeah.
The reason we got it mainly is because of a project we have coming up that I don't want to say just yet, but it's one where we really need, okay, my convincing way was we really need to get a drone because this project is going to really benefit from aerial videography and especially one that you can shoot while I work.
Yeah, I don't know about that yet.
Oh yeah, I'm teaching her. She'll get the hang of it. If nothing else, she can't do worse than me. I've already crashed it a couple times. It is surprisingly durable.
Thanks for coming along with us today as we took a look at our garden and how it's progressing. We did move some watermelons, and hopefully they will thrive better out in the full sun where they are at now.
What's the greenhouse not? Full? It's just full?
I guess so.
Semi-full,
but it's kind of like
quasi-full.
shaded a little bit.
Full shaded, halfway shaded. Yeah. Either way, I'm glad to get the watermelons out because now I got more room to dance and do my rain dance and everything that people tell me I got to do when I giggle and high-five myself in the rain with the barrels. There's another video. You don't watch my videos, do you?
And thank you also for coming along and seeing my little flower garden. And hopefully we will be adding to it very soon. It is my new favorite thing to go and look for new flowers to put in the yard.
Yep. It is fun. And I'm happy that I'm finally, I have given you a spot where you can do that. That's cool.
Yay!
I enjoy getting to take her whenever Mimi's watching the boys. It's like, hey, let's go pick out some flowers. Why not?
Go to the nursery and go all out.
Yep.
That's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah, it is fun. And you make the place look a lot prettier. So I appreciate it, and I'm sure they appreciate it too. Well, guys, it is 8 something or other 30. The sun's gone, so it's late. Dinner was ready about 10 minutes ago. It was a nice homemade chicken pot pie.
Sort of.
Sort of. It was made at a hippie grocery store, so it's gonna be good. So we're gonna go eat and put the boys in the tub and see you guys later.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.